Past time to gripe about being charged for content, so let's just skip over the discussion of whether it's worth $10 to download 3 new maps for Battlefield 2. You know where you stand on the issue, so that's your own bag. The question here is whether the 3 new maps, which are all based on American style for the first time, are any good, because really, that's all you're getting. Thankfully, they are. In fact, while one's decent, 2 are excellent. In terms of other content, yes, there are a few extra vehicles in Armoured Fury. I admit it's pretty cool to see semis barreling down rural roads alongside the tanks and jeeps. And the A-10 Warthog, a so ugly it's beautiful tactical bomber, has a special place in many people's hearts. Seeing that unique silhouette zooming overhead is a distinct thrill. The AH-6A Little Bird is another great cameo, especially for the fans of Joint Operations and Black Hawk Down. But for the most part, the new vehicles are just iconic strokes. New models for the same cars, planes and helicopters you've been driving all along. An important exception is the way the new Scout helicopters also double as UAVs, which is immensely useful in the hands of a good player, which is to say, not useful very often. The more relevant content is the 3 maps. Midnight Sun is set along a stretch of Alaskan pipeline that runs beside a river, straddled by 2 crucial bridges. It's a decent enough map, with the quaint American town of Valdez at one end. With its limited visibility, rugged terrain, and convenient river, it feels very much like the Chinese locations in the original game. Midnight Sun is a night map, so the dark and lit toys that were added in Special Forces expansion are sorely missed. It would be nice if Electronic Arts managed to integrate everything, but this sort of balkanization of content and community has been failing of their post-release support since the very first Battlefield game hit big. So far, so middling, but then come Operation Road Rage and Operation Harvest, which is where Armoured Fury really earns its keep. These maps are set on a stretch of highway and along a swath of farmland, respectively. Operation Road Rage has a slick road warrior aspect, with smoking ruined cars along a war-torn interstate. The central feature is a sprawling cloverleaf with a flag atop a hard-to-reach overpass. North and south are a mall, and a junkyard, a truck stop, and a water tower, but all screams, "Hey, base jump me." Road Rage is a great gimmick map that, unlike the aircraft carrier in Special Forces, plays well. And then there's Operation Harvest, which is an absolutely beautiful map, drawn with the bruised palette of an early autumn thunderstorm, just before the tornadoes touched down. There are orchards, windmills, grain silos, and even a covered bridge that will leave a layer of snow on top of it in a few short months. The terrain is a great combination of natural cover and wide open fields, alternately confounding to naked infantry and vehicles. It's easily one of the best maps in the game. This and Road Rage are so very American, and as such are quite distinct from anything you've played. They're liberally dotted with new art assets, like the ice machines at gas stations, with that familiar logo to the rural mailboxes along the Pennsylvania Road. Kudos to the designers for their attention to detail, which gives the visuals a welcome new tone and makes Armoured Fury feel like a slice of Americana gone Ori. EA has turned out a kick-ass map pack, built with the sort of creativity that deserves your $10. Hopefully next time it won't have a name as generic and misleading as Armoured Fury. Thank you for listening to my review, and once again, this is the Phase 3 saying, see you on the battlefield.